Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Tonight I have Simon and Karen with us.
Hello there.
So make sure you say a big hello and come and join me while I show you about this whole new range called Flower Pro. So we're a bit late tonight, we should have been 8 o'clock, but as you will have seen, I was on a previous live for you all. So we've had a mad dash around and actually sat down 1 minute before we went live.
Yeah.
Great.
It was like the quickest plane turnaround going on holiday.
Absolutely, so it felt like, didn't it? And Simon made a brew. So there's this fabulous range called Flower Pro. Now, Nicholas Lodge brought this out, I think 2 years ago now when he brought this range out. And when he brought it out, he's developed it and designed himself, and he's worked with Katie Sue on this project. When they brought it out themselves, they didn't let anybody else have it. They actually kept it exclusive for Nicholas and Katie Sue Designs to sell the product. I have to say I was very upset at the time. In fact, I was more than upset, I was quite cross. I'm a lover of Katie Sue moulds and I support them, and I really felt it was a shame that they didn't give it to the trade. Anyhow, they've selected some trade customers who are allowed to now sell the brand, and I've been selected, so I'm actually really very pleased. I'm actually very pleased that we are one of the chosen few to be selected to sell this brand. So do I know anything about Sugarcraft? The answer is a big fat no. Don't know anything. It's not my interest. It's not something I enjoy. I've done it many times. I've made beautiful roses on classes. I've made some beautiful flowers when I sit there. But I just, what is it? I'm not passionate about it. So the mould system, I thought, hey, hang on a minute, we might be onto a winner here. This could be an easy fix, okay? So I've spent the weekend watching Nicholas Lodge, and please, I'm praying this man is not watching me because he might hate me forever. So I hope none of you have alerted him to the fact that I'm doing this live, because he doesn't know at all. But and I don't want him to know, because he'll be tut-tutting away because I have not followed the rules, all right? So I am doing the moulds.
When have you ever?
I know. So I'm doing the moulds like you do. You know, you get a mould, you like that, you look at the packet, right, okay, then don't read any instructions and try and work it out. So I just want to go through what's actually in the selection, okay, because if it is your thing, I think it's well worth having a look. So not in any particular order at all, but just so that give you an idea of the size of these moulds as well, because they're quite big. So we've got the Calla Lily and Tulip Leaf Veinner and Texture set. Now I think this is one I might give a go in a couple of weeks. I've got to be honest, I quite like this, and Calla Lilies are one of my favourite types of flowers. So in there you get 2 moulds. So I'm quite interested in that one. Okay, I think I quite like that one. Well, I like them all really. So, and to go with the Calla Lily is a buds mould. I think let's find the buds. It would help if I was a little bit organised. Yeah, there's the buds. So there's lily buds there, so lily buds. Okay, now I don't know whether you would use them in the Calla Lily or not, but I just know that there were some lily buds, so we can work that out afterward. Again, quite a big mould, and it's for 3 different bud sizes. So they're in there as well. Now I've put all these products on the website, and I've also put the information on where you can watch all the videos. There's over 40 videos via Nicholas Lodge, and he goes through them quite in depth. And in fairness to the man, he really does go in depth with them. I'm going to give you the Carol McFarland way today, but he goes over them. So if you really want to learn how to make wonderful flowers, then I suggest you go and watch his videos as well. Right, okay, so then we have some mushrooms, and I only wish we had these the other week for the fairy tree house cake. So we've got mushrooms there, and look at the size of that mould there. You might not think you'll use these, but you'll use it. Lots of you buy the bark mould because you're doing a woodland theme, and the mushrooms and the toadstools will come in handy. And we did the fairy cake the other week, and I wish I could have got hold of my hands on this then, because you would love it. It's absolutely beautiful.
Don't worry if you don't want to make them as big. You can just use...
Don't make them a foot?
You can make a little bit in the middle, can't you?
Oh yeah, there's all different sizes. Yeah, you don't have to make a massive. They're all different sizes for you to make, which that's a good thing as well. Okay, then there's various leaf, we'll talk about the leaf cutters in a minute. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got the peony leaves. So you've got the peony tulip mould and veinner and the peony leaves, okay. So in that one there is 2 moulds in there, and this is everything for you to make your peony. There's all your little bits, everything in there, okay. And then this is for the leaves that go with it as well. So it says step by step inside, so I'm presuming he gives you inside the book. I'm not actually look, maybe there's, yeah, it's folded inside, so it looks like they maybe give you little images inside on how to do them. Again, if you were doing a tree stump, this is the large log slice. Okay, now all the ladies who joined Julie Rogerson learned how to do it themselves, which was great, and she was amazing at doing it. So if you join that class, you don't need to buy this log slice, but if you haven't joined the class and you want to do a proper log slice, then you can have a mould to help you along the way. Okay, so that one's on there. I'm passing them over to Karen because Karen's moving them all out the way for me. So then we've got the poppy. So doesn't that look lovely, that? So that's the poppy mould. So it's got the centre of the poppy, it's got the leaves on here, it's got the petals on here, all the little bits that go inside. So poppy mould. Let's get over here a minute. Move along. Now this one's the ultimate orchids mould. So this is a massive set, this one. There's quite a lot in here. There's 2 big giant pads in this one. I'm not going to take them all out, but there's 2 big full thick size pads in here with lots of things on here for making your orchids. So again, absolutely fabulous. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do these every week, but I think maybe once a month I'll do the project of one of these. Okay, you do have to do a little bit of work. It's not something you can do all together. You have to have a little bit of time and patience. And I think that's why I actually don't like doing Sugarcraft, because I don't have any time, and I certainly don't have any patience for this type of thing.
What you can do is, you can save once a month, save all the flowers, and at the end of that 12 months, you can
have a bouquet.
do a really good cake.
Yeah, absolutely. I did say to the girls in the office that if we did them, we could pull them all together and eventually have a bouquet of flowers. So I knew there was a lily mould and veinner. So there's the lily mould and veinner there. So you got the lily buds, and there's the lily mould and veinner. Yeah. So they're nice big moulds, aren't they? They're absolutely beautiful,
they're not like and
they're good quality.
Little titty things,
No.
are they? They're something you can get hold of.
No, that's it. And then you've got some like filler things. So you've got wedding foliage here. So these are all your little dainty little leaves and stuff, all your little foliage. So it's a nice big pad on there. And then this one is the back veiner. This is the fern back veiner and embosser. So there's actually a fern. So be careful when you're buying these. There's ferns, okay? And then this is the back veiner that goes on top. So you've got it veined on both sides, yeah? So make sure you don't buy one without the other, all right? If you don't need the back veiner, buy that if you just want the ferns. But if you want to vein it on the back as well, then you need the back veiner, all right? So you've got that one. What else have we got here? Then you've got your calyx, trio calyx there. So that's quite nice. We've got leaves here. So the selection of leaves, maple, ivy, ginkgo, leaves mould and veiners. So it's got some loose veiners in there. It's just one loose veiner in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you've had all these apart, haven't you? So I'm just wondering, how does he know? But I forget. Simon knows more about the product sometimes than us, because he takes photographs of everything for us. So he's just sent me my own photographs tonight. So when I finish this live, I'll go and
use that veiner for all of them.
Yes, that's right. That's it. So that one veiner there works for all of them. So when Simon's taking pictures, I never realised that he actually paid attention. I just thought he was a man and bored to death and go, oh, here we go, here's another product. But it's quite funny, the information he comes out with. And I go, how do you know that? He said, because I was reading it. So which is good.
Denise Ross Kelly Fisher says she's bought the rows and cones, and you're right, you do need lots of time.
Yeah, you do. So, and then, done the wedding foliage. And then this is the ultimate petal veiner, okay? So, is it one that? No, there's 2 in there. So there's 2 veiners in there. So that's for veining everything, I think. So there you go. I can't tell you how all these things work, because we're just going to work with the sunflowers at the moment. Can you see the sunflowers there?
Because they're loving them.
Ah, you're loving them.
They're
Nicholas
loving them.
Lodges are going to love them.
I don't see why he's not going to love them.
These are the Carol McFarlane way, and believe me, I've mucked them up. I'm going to show you all the mistakes I've made with them, and by not paying attention, so that the next time I make them, I'll be much better. So that's a good thing, isn't it? Can improve on them. But I do know a lovely lady who wants my sunflowers. So Karen Naylor in the office, she's some reason, is she watching?
She's watching.
It's some reason she may tell us she's agreed to do a sunflower cake for somebody, and she needs 5 of these. So she said, make sure you do 5. I said, hey, you get what you're given. So she'll be getting 2.5. She'll do the other 2.5 herself.
And you can finish the 2.5 off.
Yeah. That's what she'll be getting. I should be getting one with leaves and one without. So that one's there. So Karen works in our office. You all know Karen, and she's admin of the community group as well. So then you've got your ultimate filler flowers. So these are all your little filler flowers, okay? Nicholas goes through all this with you, okay? And those of you who are into your sugarcraft, you know, you'll love these, all right? I can't say I'm going to love them because this is a whole new experience for me, and I know that I'm going to be selective of the things I pick, and I know I'm going to pick big flowers to do rather than little tiny dainty ones. And then you've got your rose cones and thorns. So that one there makes your cones and it makes your thorns. You've got a leaf veiner here, which works alongside with these leaf cutters. Now, I think it's FMM who's making all the cutters as well for them. In fact, I'm 99% sure. And we stock FMM, and they're making them. And I do know that he is promoting them. And I can also tell by the SKU number, it's FMM as well. So that shows that not only is it done by Nicholas Lodge, it's also done by a great company called FMM who make the most amazing cutters as well. Okay, and that's their veiner.
It's for a wedding cake in October for Karen. So
Yeah.
she says she's got plenty of time.
Yeah, you have, Karen. But I ain't doing them. You've had a head start. There's a couple of other veiners here. So you've got your fan veiner. So your fan veiner will be for some other type of petals and flowers. Not sure what it is, but those of you who are in the sugar industry will know what they're, sugarcraft industry will know what they're for. And then you've got your filler flower, hydrangea and back veiner there, all right? Now, Nicholas Lodge does a little set here, all right? So this is his sizing guide. So you'll find that people, when they're making things, they like to use a size guide. And I know Marion from Marion Frost from Patchwork Cutters, when she comes in and she does flowers, she does the most beautiful flowers. And when lockdown's done, I want to get Marion back. When lockdown's over, I want to get Marion back here. She said she'll come back. She just wants to wait for it all to be done, out of the way. And when you watch her make flowers, she makes them, and she uses a side guide as well. But in here, this is plastic. So you get plastic, you get a little scraper for picking up your flowers with, and Nicholas's little pokey tool that he's got there. So his green little pokey tool. So that's another little set of stuff. So I'll pop those over there.
Or just a pokey tool?
This is a pokey tool. Ours is a little pickle pokey tool. Did you get that then? Even I got lost with my words. And then there's some books you can buy as well. So if you're not happy with just watching videos, you can then buy the books as well. So there's 3 volumes of books, okay? There's Flower Pro 1, 2 and 3. And they give you loads and loads of content. Look, I don't think you could get any better content than that. Look, absolutely fabulous, the content in there of what you can achieve and make. And his formulas, so equipment, what you would need for in this book.
Have you got a rose one? Have you shown a rose? Is it just the rose thorns? Because I was just like, can I look at the rose one again and I can't see
The
it.
rose one, I think it's like you've got to use the rose cutters.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so I think you have to use the rose cutters for the rose one.
So I was
There's a
just
rose,
asking.
there's a veiners one.
I've
There's
got
a veiner.
veiner in there.
Yeah.
But
The rose veiner, the one that's
Yeah.
got pictures of roses.
Yeah,
on it.
Yeah.
so for these you need the blossom cutters, which I'm using for the sunflower, so I'll show that afterwards. But there's veiners there, petal veiners there, which you would use for the roses. Okay, so look at this, aren't they lovely? So he goes into quite a lot of detail. So even if you don't want to watch the videos, you know, he goes into a lot of detail here with everything on how to make everything here. Look, I actually quite like it. I think it's actually very well set out, in fairness.
Are these all on the website?
They're all on the
already?
website. They're all available. We might have a couple of dodgy pictures there because I had to nick them off Google because I had to wait for Simon to do our own photographs, but he sent ours through tonight because, as you know, on our website I like to have my own photographs. And it's why we have the little emblem on there. I'm in a relationship with Sugar and Crumbs, i.e. it's our photo, keep your hands off. So that's what we do, because people, Google don't like you putting anything on your photographs, but I insist on it. My web developer goes mad because Google sort of knock you down a couple of points for putting something on your photographs to protect them. But at the end of the day, I have to pay Simon. I've been paying him for 8 years to do photographs, and I don't particularly want them on there, just for everyone to get them for free. So that's Flower Pro 1, and then we've got Flower Pro 2. And, you know, give him his due, Nicholas here. He's really put in a lot of hard work in this. And I probably got to give him more credit than I actually originally gave him credit for. Because when we couldn't sell this, I didn't even bother looking at it. So, I'm quite vocal about my feelings about things. And he knows it as well. But I have to say I'm really pleased. And I'm actually impressed with the content of what's in the books. The pictures are vibrant. You know, it's all step by step. It's easy. You know, I want to have a go with these in class, so we'll have a go in one of these as well.
Oh, so Kaylee Lilies.
Yeah, I love them, don't you?
So the books are $16.99 each, ladies.
Yeah. So they're lovely. So and I don't think I've actually ever seen a book that gives you so much information, if I'm really honest. Well, you can see, can't you, as I'm flipping through. They are absolutely lovely. And then you can back it up with all the videos that he does. You know, don't back it up with my video, back it up with his.
So there's different things in every book?
Yeah, there's different things in every book. They're amazing.
So
I love that parrot tulip there.
Book 1 because it's a bit easier, and as you get more advanced, you'll go to 2 to 3.
It goes up in skill levels, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think so? Do you think that's what it is?
I think so, yeah.
So I'm not sure anyhow. But what he does use all his moulds quite a lot. So when you're buying them, you're not just using them for one particular flower. Some you are, but you're not using them all for one particular flower. So just let me give them to Karen. Okay, and then we're over here on volume 3. I'm not so sure if it is a skill level. I think it's as he's developed the flowers.
Right.
I think as he's developed, oh, look at that. Isn't that stunning?
That's nice. That poppies.
That's stunning, yeah. Oh, I think we might have to have a go at that, won't we? So that's absolutely stunning. That I love that.
Bit time, is it October?
Well, I'll have to start mine in July.
You'll be a band by bit time if Remembrance Day comes. So it's November, it's November. So bit time November comes, you'll be absolute ace at it.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Start practicing now.
So yeah. So and a lot of his flowers have got multi-use as well.
You've seen that in the back of the books as well.
Yeah.
So they've got little notepads to make notes and everything.
Yeah.
So great.
So they're brilliant. So they're great. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. Okay, so a couple of things that we are going to use. So we have to prepare. Could you believe it? So I was watching Nicholas's videos, and here's me. I thought I was going to come on Live Me tonight and knock out a sunflower. And then I realised there's like a bit of preparation. Well, I'm not one for preparing, am I? So I've had a bit of a mad one. And then I realised that when I watched his video, I watched it on speed, ding, 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 speed. Missed a few steps, so I do apologise, Nick, if you are watching. So but anyhow, this is the way it goes. All right, so we need to make a bit of brown because we're going to make this. So this here, so Nick has got lots of fancy tools like hanging racks and stuff like that. I don't even want to invest in that because I'm not going to spend that much time on them. So I've made my own. Yeah, look at that big dowel here into this cake, into this dummy, and into this dummy. I did end up ripping out the centre this morning.
Where all that come on the floor.
You don't need to rip up. You don't need to make a dish in it.
No, that was me because I was being aggressive with the dummy. I didn't have enough strength to put it all in. So what I did is I went in halfway one way, half the other way, and popped out the polystyrene. Whereas I should have just waited until Simon comes and said, well, you put that in there and it would have been a lot easier. But I was being impatient. Right, so you need some modelling paste. Now Nick uses Renshaw modelling paste, which we sell as well. So he's an ambassador for Renshaw, but you do need a flower modelling paste, and in America it's called gum paste, okay? And we need to make some brown, but I am using Cake Star because not only did I think I could just knock these out for fun, I didn't even think about getting anything from work, so I've had to use what we've got here in the kitchen.
And definitely is the Carol McFarlane way.
So I'm using the Cake Star brown colour, okay, and I've got a bit of white that was in here before. I'm just moulding it together now. So you do need some Ziploc bags, okay, just to make sure that everything stays. That can go in the bin now. So just need some Ziploc bags. Now there's a couple of things that I forgot to read about, okay, so I forgot to read how much you need for this, so I've just guessed it. So as I guessed it the first time, I'm going to guess it now, all right, so guess 3. And then today I was dusting my sunflower, and I came in, started on my sunflower this morning, and put it all together, and I forgot to dust it. So I've had to dust it, and I've now got flicks of brown all over my sunflower. But I'm hoping when I dust it later with some orange and yellow, it's going to pull itself together.
At the moment, it looks like it's about to die.
Karen! So you don't ask me the quantities, all right? Because I'm doing it my way. I'm just so Nick's very keen that. Nick's very keen that you use certain amounts of sugar paste and certain amounts of flour modelling paste, and it's more flour modelling paste to sugar paste, but I'm just using what I like. So there you go. So I'm just grabbing what I like.
I'm getting lots of laughing faces here because they all know what you like.
So, that's what I'm saying. I might not be a supplier for long. But the thing is that what I want to do is show you don't have any fear. You know, I like what Terry said. I take away the fear. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Taking away the fear.
Well, they still
let's give it a go.
Look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Do
you know what?
beautiful.
I will say, Karen walked in. What did you say? That one.
Wow.
And it only had one layer on then when she walked in this morning.
Yeah.
And she said, wow. And I was quite impressed with that because she hadn't known that I was actually doing it. And when she went, wow, I went, oh, right. Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
I'm pleased with that. Keep me happy. Right. And it does smell nice, this stuff. It makes you want to eat it, but it doesn't taste that great to eat. So there's a couple of things. So I'm very lucky enough to have a pink board. If you haven't got a pink board, then you do, sorry I have to keep flicking my hair. If you haven't got a pink board, you do need some bits of corn flour and bits of Trex as well. Now these things you don't eat, all right? So they are just for sitting on the cake. Yeah.
And for you ladies,
you don't want to eat these.
You ladies who might not have watched the previous live, which I think nearly all of you have watched the previous live, the grey boards are going to be in very soon.
Next week. They've arrived in the country today, and they are being chopped up tomorrow into certain sizes. Then they'll go to my man, and then he's going to trim them all, and then they're going to come, I think the extra large is going to come first, and then all the other sizes are next. So Simon, I just need to ask you to open the door.
Yes,
That's not people who want green boards. Have you got them in?
I don't know if we've got any green boards in, but I can get some in. They're not a problem. So then we've got the moulds here that we're going to use. So we've got the leaf mould, okay, and then we've got the actual sunflower mould. Now I've got to be honest, I really like that. So I really like this mould. Oh, we need some Trex. Sorry, Karen, I forgot to get the Trex out of the fridge. We were running around like fools before, and then I forgot to get the Trex out. Don't know what was going on here. There's no special celebrations, is there? Because just before we went live, it was like an explosion outside. It just went completely bonkers with fireworks, wasn't it? An absolute whole load of them. So in the mould, you can corn flour, but it does make it a little bit dry, and he does recommend that you use pestle base or Crisco because he's in America. We're just going to use a bit of Trex. So I'm actually going to rub some on my hands, okay, and then we're going to rub some into the mould. So we'll just rub some all the way around the mould. Now, don't follow everything I say, because as I say, I'm winging it by the seat of my pants here tonight, all right? So I am guesstimating because, as I say, I didn't read the manual. I only flew through the video.
You didn't read the instructions?
Well, Alison Underwood said Nick uses precise amounts because there's no waste. Well, we'll use ours again later. We're all right. We don't waste any of ours. Yeah. And Debbie says that explosion was Nick's head.
I don't think she's fibbing either. Okay then. So we want 3 of these 18 gauge. I did watch that bit. Okay, but then I didn't watch any more because when it comes to the leaves today, I said to Karen, have we got any of this wire? And she went, no. I said, right, it's going to have to be 18 gauge. It's all we've got. So so these, we need to cut these in half. Now, I've got to be honest, Nick measures them out. So he gets
what
this.
gauge are they supposed to be?
This one is supposed to be 18, but the one for the leaves is meant to be 20, and I didn't know that till today. So so we used 18 on it. So we need to cut these in half. Okay, now Nick does measure his out on that board. Where's that board? So like I say, don't do everything I do. So he does have a little measuring board here.
They're wondering
and
those
he messages
fireworks.
it out. Pardon?
Rangers won at football. We could have some Rangers supporters over. It's big match. They've just won.
Why are they
Rangers.
over here?
No,
Why
we
would
probably-
Rangers?
we might have a few Rangers fans. Because people on here are saying, "Oh yeah, the Rangers won. We've had fireworks over here, so we might have
Have
some
there?
Rangers fans."
Oh, right. Oh, okay then. It's gone crazy. It was absolutely
It's
going
mental,
mad.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay. So, so Nick measures it, but yeah, this is what I do.
Oh no.
No, look at Simon. You've distraught Simon now. Look at him.
Not a curve then.
We won't have a curve end. We'll be fine. So then we're going to cut them. So then I can't cut all three together, so I have to cut one at a time. They'll be fine.
You're scarring our side.
So we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Or with curved ends.
Well, as it happened, so he's quite right with curved ends, and I thought, oh my god, I've got curved ends, but they come in handy.
Ah.
Watch. So Nick might be impressed with this. He might turn around and go, ooh, get her, look at her working that out. Right, okay then. So not that, because you have to make curved ends, and I've actually got mine naturally. So
The CM way.
Oh dear.
yeah, that would drop lucky, didn't it? Because we have to make curves. Watch this space. So then he measures it down. So he measures it down to there, which is 2 centimetres. So, and then we start putting our tape on. Okay.
I'm afraid everyone here saying that's my way of doing it as well. That's my way
Good.
of doing it.
I haven't got time to be measuring stuff out. We're just going to guess it.
Donna, we're hoping he's not watching. She
We're
says, can you
hoping he's
imagine
not
he does his
watching.
face if he's watching?
Hope you lot haven't dobbed me in. Don't be dobbing me in now.
If you are watching, Nick, is it Nick?
If he is watching, he's not going to say anything.
it
I'll
not?
just get a call tomorrow. Take that offer. Recall the stock.
Recall story, you can't have it. What's she doing to me?
Hopefully he has a sense of humour. So we're going to just go around with the tape. Okay. See, like I say, you have to do a couple of jobs first. Now, I don't know how many times Nick goes round, but we're going to go round a few times. So we're going to go back up again now. Make sure the sticky side is the right way round. Okay, mine is the right way round.
Carol is stretching it in her finger. You just
I
can't
am
see her
stretching it, yeah,
stretching
that's it, yeah, I'm stretching.
They're all saying stretch it, and I can see,
am
you,
stretching
I can
it.
see you stretching it.
I've stretched it now, I've stretched it off. Hey, I
Don't
do know how
stretch
to...
it so far that it breaks, Carol.
I know, well I was, because I was proving to them I'm stretching it. Don't you worry, I'm stretching this. This isn't loose, don't worry about it. I know some things, you know. Oh dear. It's going to be
We
fun.
have some fun, don't we,
do.
ladies?
I'm worried about tonight.
What are you worried for?
I'm not. Every faith.
That's why we love having Karen in the kitchen.
It's kind
She
of
has
nippy,
faith.
isn't it?
You can shut the door.
That actually just cooled down just quite nicely, thanks Simon. I was like,
Hasn't it been
overheating.
lovely today? I've been
Gorgeous.
boiling today. I've turned all the heating off in the house, in here. Doors have been open. Dogs have been running round. Lincoln is in with John, so's Chip. You never hear about my other dogs. Somebody said the other day, how many dogs do you have? I've actually got 5 dogs. The ones you don't hear about is Poppy and Daisy. And it's because they're younger, so they're not causing me any hassle at the moment. So,
And then poor Baz just sits there.
yeah, poor Basil. Yeah, he's good, our Baz. Right, so then we're going to snap this off. Okay, so there's our stem. Okay. Then we're going to bend this. So we're going to open them up. I think Nick bends them with a tool, but I'm not. I'm just going to bend them with my fingers. And I think he measures them out as well, and I'm not.
Oh, that's such a man thing, isn't it?
I'm not measuring them, sorry. I can't be faffing around with that. So
Simon's like that with his tape measure. Ooh.
yeah. So I think Nick does that as well. Right, but we're gonna do ours like this. All right. So it works anyhow. Right. So then we've got our ball of paste. All right. So I'm not sure if it's the right amount. So that's the 16. So it's bigger than that. Okay. So that will do.
So that's not right then.
Shut up. Right. So
That's
then,
about 20 there.
hey,
That's about 20.
listen.
Doe says Simon's about to have a panic attack, Carol.
Right, okay. So you've got this here. Simon, just watch and learn. Watch and learn. We're going to be
You're
fine.
just like goading me into like
We're going to be
making me show
fine.
you how to do it. At some
I'm
point,
not
aren't you?
goading you. Look, I've managed so
And
far
you're
on
right,
my own.
Valerie. If Nick watches this, he's going to learn a lot tonight from our Carol.
So I've guesstimated my ball. Okay. Lovely that, isn't it? Look at that. Give a nice stroke. Right, then we've got this thing here. All right. So I'm not sure whether it's meant to look like that, but I'm quite happy with it. That will do. And then we're going to push it in there. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to chop a bit of the ends off because I think I should have taped it a bit more. It's a bit too big. I can go back and push them all together and tape it a bit, but what I'll do is I'll just cut a bit off. Because we're not going to worry, are we? We're just going to be... We're not going to worry about anything.
It's like they said, Carol,
You're
keep
just
it
dropping
real.
off the bottom of the screen, Carol.
Sorry.
There's no more view down there.
Right, sorry. Right, there we go. I've just cut off a bit because I'm just a little bit long. I think maybe I should have just took my tape up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right, so...
I'm making an adjustment.
So I'll just roll my ball again. I like rolling this ball. They're quite nice, actually.
As Elaine said, you've got to have a big ball.
Yeah. Nothing like a big brown one. There we go. There we go. So we're going to pop that in there. Now I did see a few things that I actually missed. And I missed quite a few more things, which I don't know that I've missed. Okay, so we're going to put our thing in there again. So we're just going to push that in. And push it in our ball there. Okay, now what Nick does is he twists it. But I'm not strong enough to twist it, but he twists it round. So I'm not strong enough. So I'm just going to push mine like that. All right. So he just twists it under the sugar paste. And he does all this anyhow because it pushes through. So you get these lines with what he does. The lines don't disappear. But he twists it in. And I can't twist it. I'm not strong enough. So we'll just massage this round again. And then we're going to take it out, and there we go. So, are we on? Oh, where's the camera, Simon?
Don't know.
What have we done? So there we go.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
there
a
we go.
trumpet.
There we go. And then what we're going to do then is that's going to sit, and that's going to need a couple of days to dry. So I actually did these on Saturday. So when you're thinking about doing these, and then here's one that I did on Saturday, which is nice and hard. Okay. Now what Nick does do is he gets some little snippers or eyebrow tweezers, and he tweezes in the sides there. Okay. I didn't do that. So, but I did notice that he'd done that, but I only noticed after he'd done it. All right. So we've got that. So that's my ready one, and that's the one for Karen Naylor for hers when she does her lot. All right. Because like I say, Karen will get 2 off me. She's not getting 3. All right. So then what we need to do then is we need to make some balls of sugar paste, flour modelling paste. So if I remember right what he said, okay, you use 80 grams of the sugar paste and 20 grams of 80 grams of the flour modelling paste and 20 grams of the sugar paste, or it could be 85 grams of flour modelling paste and 15 grams of sugar paste. Whatever it was, I didn't do that, okay, but I did do the majority. I just can't. I haven't got time to be weighing out 85 things. So anyhow, so what you do is you do that with your colour, all right, and then you have to get yourself prepared. So each row of petals needs 4 balls of these, okay, and so you're going to, so each row of petals needs 4 of these. So you have to do these twice for each sunflower. So I thought you're not going to want to watch me making these little balls, are you? So I've made these little balls, and I did just pass us that thing, Karen, that size guide. And these have to, I did watch this bit, this has to go through number 11. So I did watch this bit. I must have paused at this time. So then you roll these and then they just drop through. Wait a minute, I'm rolling it into a ball. And then they drop through number 11. Yeah, there we go. There we go, so just in case. So they go through number 11.
Through number 10.
Pardon? They don't go through number 10, no? Oh, they did go through number 10, actually. No. One did go through number 10. But I think that's the way I've rolled it. Right, okay. So then you have to then roll them. So I'm just going to put these in here. So then you have to then roll them into little tubes, little rolly things. Now Nick uses lots of little pads and stuff like that and silicone, and like I say, if you've got the pink board you don't need that. So he was rolling on silicone sheets, all right, but we have our own very pink non-stick board here, so it doesn't matter which size. You've got to do lots of sizes, and you've got the green and when you get the grey. So we're gonna roll this out, and we want to roll this out until we get to 90, all right. So we're just going to keep rolling it out till we get to 90.
Are you getting any more of these sunflower ones in?
Yes, why? We sold out.
Sold out. On your page now, you're out of stock of the sunflower and out of stock of the ultimate filler flowers.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, don't worry. I'll put them back in stock in the morning. They'll be here for Monday, so don't worry. Oh, crikey, that's good, isn't it? So have you been buying them in anticipation of my live?
And Joe Griffin said, did you actually do anything he told you?
Of course I did. Went through number 11 all. I don't think Simon knows what to do. So John's going to come in here in a minute and freaking kill me.
Carol's rewriting the book.
No, I'm not. Listen, if you want to do it proper, watch Nicholas.
Yes.
Because he does a great job. It's his product. He does an absolutely amazing job. And look at this. I'm doing this bit, 90.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he uses a fancy knife and I'm going to use my little palette knife. So then you cut them at 30, 60. There you go. See? Watch that bit. And then you make these into little points. Okay. So you roll them into little points. He'd be impressed with this because I've done this bit.
Please don't ever change Carol McFarlane. That's what they're saying. Don't ever change.
I can't change. I am what I am. The thing is, I look at it is that I saw this. I was so excited about it. I wanted to have a go. And I'm so excited that we're selling it. And there's no point me selling it and having it on the website and you lot asking me how does it work. Okay, so if Nick is watching, you know, he's got to understand that not everybody has the same amount of passion about flowers as him and lots of others. But there is some of us out there who want to give it a go and produce a flower and be quite happy. And that's where I'm at, okay? And that's where I think a lot of you are at. It's not your passion. It's not something you want to do, but you want to give it a go. But what happens when you give it a go is you start to like it and then you want to do more and you want to buy other moulds then. So then it becomes your passion, doesn't it? And I've got to be honest, I have no interest in flowers, but I was really excited about doing sunflowers. I love sunflowers. They're my favourite flower. And as you know, one of my very closest friends died last year. She was only 39. It broke my heart. I can't talk about it too much because I'll start crying.
Well, and right already.
Pardon, yeah, I know. That's how good I am.
Stop rolling,
hey?
then.
I know, I'm there. Well, I wasn't quite there, Simon. I was a millimetre off.
When we have stock back in?
I will have stock back in the morning. Okay? So then, there we go.
Will it arrive Monday, won't it?
It'll arrive Monday, but we'll have stock in anyhow, don't worry. Right, so cut that into 30 again, do the little points. So the sunflowers mean quite a lot to me. I love sunflowers, they've always been my favourite flower. But my friend who passed away very suddenly, we didn't know, it was a shock. I saw her the week before and then she had a headache, got taken to the hospital and basically she died then. And what none of us knew is that she had cancer all over her body and it was just the most horrendous time of my life. I'll never forget it, last August, and the ladies in the Cupcake Bouquet group and especially the Buttercream Flowers group, they really got me through it because I actually had to cancel a class because it happened just 10 minutes before we went live. And so they mean a lot to me. They even mean more to me now, sunflowers. So I thought there was nothing more better than starting off with a sunflower, even though we're doing it the Carol McFarland way. way. So by the way, not only is this mould for sunflowers, it's for daisies as well. So there you go, 2 uses. All right. So then you sit here patiently rolling these out. Okay. So I think, Simon, I'm actually amazed I've done this. So I've actually done quite a lot of work already, getting myself pre-prepared.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of people want to buy this one when you put it back into stock.
Right, well, wait till tomorrow morning, it'll be in stock. Now, I've got to be honest, I've got to stay here in the morning till about 10ish, 10:30, and then I'm going into work. And the reason I'm staying here is because it looks like I'm ordering Karen Davies molds, cake molds, cupcake boxes. My problem is that I have to come on and show you these things, but then I don't always know it's sold out because I don't always, you know, I just keep ordering stuff. Right, there you go. So dead easy, this, isn't it? This is nice, therapeutic. You sit here playing with your sugar paste, and whatever my recipe is that I've done here, it's worked. They've set lovely and hard, so I've got no problems. And I did leaves this afternoon. Look at my leaves, look at them. Not been dusted up yet, only this afternoon. So look at them.
Very good.
Yeah, look. So I'm going to show you how to do them as well. Then we're going to put it all together.
So Breeder says, when you put it into stock, is it a good idea to buy the size guide as well?
Yeah, I mean the size guides, you do get one of these side guides. If you buy the book, you get a size guide in there, but that size guide is paper, like a thickened card. This one's plastic, so this is handy. And then you get this little scraper thing, so this is for lifting up your sugar. This is not a business card, by the way. All right, I know it looks like it, doesn't it? But this is for lifting up your flowers off your board. And to be fair, I haven't used this, but now I remember I've got it. I'm now thinking why I got myself into trouble before.
And do you get a nick? Do you get a nick stick as well, don't you, with it?
You get a nick stick.
Nick stick.
Yeah.
I kept thinking, what are they going on about?
Yeah, so this is the nick stick. Okay, that's that. So that's in the set as well. So we'll have everything in. If anybody wants to order this, what I'd like you to do is shout your name out now, and then I'll make sure I order enough stock tomorrow. So if you want to order it, Karen's got a pen and pad. Have you got your pen and pad, Karen? Are you gonna type it on?
Yeah.
So if you want this particular set, say your name now that you want it, and I'll order it for you. So who's excited about the ganache sets next week, hey? I've got to have a go at that. So that'd be fun. I'll be winging my way through that. I've been watching how they do it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to do that the Carol McFarland way as well. So anyhow, so the ganache set, so let's just move subjects. So the ganache set, so let me tell you about the ganache sets. I didn't even know that they were available. All right, so I got a phone call last week from the ladies who provide that ganache set, and they said to me, would you like to stock this product? And I'm like, what is it? I've never ganached anything. Again, ganaching is not my thing. So I was like, well, what is it? So they sent me some pictures of it, and I said, right, have you got it? Is it in stock? Is it available? They said, yeah, it's there, it's ready to go. They've been working on it a long time, and they've actually got it, it's made, it's in its packaging, it's ready to ship out. So what they've done is, yesterday they've shipped me out my samples, which is great. So they're coming first. I placed an order with them, and then my order is going on the carrier either tomorrow or Monday. So I'm hoping, providing all the paperwork goes through well, we'll have them actually here in the Sugar and Crumbs warehouse to sell. I'm not going to do them on pre-orders because at the moment we've got enough with Molly Robbins moulds and the grey board. So if I add another pre-order, I think Laura might personally strangle me. Okay, so I'm not going to put them on the pre-order, but as soon as I know that they've left Ireland and they're on the way to us, I'll get them on then. Right, so now we've got the mould. All right, so we've done all this. So remember, we needed 8 balls, okay, per sunflower, and then we needed to roll them out to 9 centimeters, cut them into 3, which is what we've done now. We need a bit of Trex, okay. So what Nick does say when I was watching his video, so I did watch some of it. He doesn't corn flour, and the reason he doesn't corn flour is these are quite thin, these, okay, and what he felt was is that when you put corn flour out them and tap it out, because it's quite thin, the sugar paste sort of, the modelling paste flips out. So what he recommends is that you just put a little bit of Trex in, okay, so massage a little bit of Trex. He doesn't use Trex because he's in America, he's using Crisco, or you can use petal base if you've got petal base. So so it just massage that in, okay. Then you get 3 of these little pointy things here, and then you sit them in there like this. Now I don't know whether he does it this way, but this is the way I'm doing it, all right. So they go in there like that, and then I'm going to press my 3 down. Now what he does use, he uses a makeup sponge, all right, so you can buy these. What's that cheap shop? Is it called Wilkinson's or something? But I think you can buy them from Home Bargains or a pound shop or something. Buy a bag of, there you go, I bought a bag of these. I bought a bag of these about 5 years ago. Don't know why, because I don't wear makeup. Anyhow, I was able to use them. So it's quite cool. So, so he uses these, and he presses down with these, okay? Has anybody got Flower Pro? So Karen is, if she's not answering your comments, it's because she's writing down names.
And ladies, I was writing down names for the sunflower, not for the ganache set.
Yeah, not for the ganache sets. Listen, that's a whole different subject.
Let's go through it all then.
So the ganache sets, let me just tell you. So for the set, for the I think they start off at $19.99. Now, if you live in Ireland, you can buy them cheaper. All right, but we've got to cover the shipping over here and any customs. So the smallest set would be $19.99, and then they'll just go up slightly in price, so not much dearer as you get bigger. Yeah. And do they work for buttercream? Yes, they do. Do they work for Swiss meringue? Yes, they do. And the girls have actually developed a square one as well, which they were showing on their page. So do you remember I said to you the other day, go over to Brid's Cake Room. I'll spell it out to you in a minute. Or if any ladies, if Karen's watching, Karen Naylor, if she knows the name, she could put the link on for me. Okay. So you can use this sponge now to push this in, but you don't need a makeup sponge. And to be fair, I didn't use a makeup sponge for the others. I like to feel it, me.
Do you need it to be dry or damp?
No, it's dry.
The makeup sponge, that's what they're asking on here. So,
yeah. So I like to use my finger, so I like to do it that way. Okay, but Nick likes to do it that way, so it's up to you. He used his finger a couple of times as well, but the main thing is keeping it within the mould there. So just make sure that you keep it in the mould. Then you get this vein that comes with it, okay, so you get this big veiner, and then don't put it on that way, because it makes you think you'd want to put it on that way, doesn't it? But it isn't. So don't worry, Simon, I was paying attention to the video at this point. Okay, so you put it on that way. Right, so put it on, and this is your back veiner. So I'm just going to get myself.
So, lady, I'm just going to shout these names out to make sure I've missed nobody. I've got Sheila Bucket, Carol Littleworth, Julie Wallace, Breeder, Marie Constable, Julie Bailey, Lola Fountain, Elaine Lawton, and Karen Naylor. They're all the ones that have said they want the sunflower set. I don't want to miss anybody.
Yeah. Now you're going to have to let Karen know. Do you want the leaves after? Because the leaves are separate. But if you, I'm assuming you're going to. All right, so let's take that out now. So we're going to take that out. So it's been veined, right? So don't worry if it's not all joined up together, it's fine. Nick might not say it's fine, but it is fine. So then what we're going to do, we're going to get our ball tool. So these are the FMM ball tools. So now we're going to put it the way that it was there in the mat. So that's so the mat. So where it was there in the mat, we're putting it down there. So this is the back. So you're just going to gently soften. So we're not balling it to make it ruffle. You're just softening it out a bit. Okay, that's all. Soften it out. Then we're going to turn it over. Okay. And don't worry about some of the things if it breaks, because we actually hide a lot of things. So what does he call this thing? This stick?
They call it the Nick stick.
The Nick stick. I called it a pokey tool. And yeah, so then what you do is then you just push that in, and you just gently push that in there so that you get that little point. Okay. And then you're going to put this in your bag. So you can see I've already made some. And you can see I've got one petal broken off if you have a look there. So I made some earlier. So I'll put that in my bag there. Peel it off there. Just 1 second. Open up my bag. Let's put that in. Do you know what I actually meant to get from work and I completely forgot to get it, which I think will be better than this, and that is can you remember the name of that see-through
Is it the
what's it called?
Is it the mat?
The mat. It's a mat together, and
The
you've just done the new one that's opened it.
Mat.
The Stay Fresh mat,
Stay
that's
Fresh.
it.
Oh, God,
So I meant to bring one of them home as well. So we've got the petals in there, okay? Right, so that's where we're up to. So you do that with all those, all right? So we might have to come back to them in a minute. So we do that with all those. And then what we need to do then is we need to get some kitchen roll. So Nick has his own colours, but you can do your colours, what you want to do. So I'm going to use the Fractal browns. Okay, so there's a light brown and a dark brown. So in the Fractal there's the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate, but you can use rainbow dust or any brand you like of the browns. And then we just need a brush. So what I did was I actually forgot to do my ones before, so I put the yellow flower, the sunflowers on, and then I thought, oh for goodness sake, I forgot to dust them. All right, so let's just put that back on there.
Have we ever heard of a product called a mixer mate?
No.
No, me neither, Debbie. She
Mixer
just answered
mate.
that me and you heard
What's
of
a
it.
mixer mate?
Never heard of it.
So we'll just put that in there. Okay. Now there's a couple of other things that you can do with your centre of your flower. And Nick put some. He was talking about pepper. So you could use some black pepper, which I didn't want to do because I just know it would make me sneeze. And he did mention that it would make you sneeze. And then he also used another product for the centre to put on the top. But we're not going to use any of them because I don't think we need to. Okay, so we're just going to dust these brown. Because he put something on and he dusted them black. And then slipped them on. But we're not going to. You can do that. You watch the videos. I'm just showing you a quick way of doing them, and then when you lot want to go more advanced, you can show me up and go, Carol, we watched Nick's video and did it properly. Thanks, girl. But what Nick can turn around and say is, well, you know what, Carol, they bought them, look, we're sold out and we had plenty in this week, so can't be doing anything wrong really, can we? So there we go. So you do that. I quite like this bit, it's quite therapeutic.
You bought them before you did them, though, Carol.
Pardon? I know, but I've been telling them. I know, but I've been telling them we're going to do it. Now, the other thing that he does is he dusts the back, and I'm not going to dust the back because I don't see any point in dusting the back. Sorry, Nick, I'll have to disagree with you. No one's going to see the back, so I'm not going to waste me dust on it or any time or effort on that. But if you girls want to do that,
dust on there?
eh? Well, I'd be dusting the other ones, won't I? Yeah, exactly, because I would have made a few at the same time, wouldn't I? So, but I'm not going to dust me back because we're going to put petals on it, so I don't really see any point in dusting it. So, if you are watching Nick, sorry, we're not doing that one. Right, so we're going to do that.
I agree with you, Carol.
The leaves.
Perfectly correct.
Is the leaf vein in with the leaves?
Yeah.
Yes, it is Elaine, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to show you how to do the leaves. Quite enjoyed doing them, actually.
Putting the orders in with me here.
Yeah, great. So you're going to make sunflower. So I'm actually really quite pleased to have been able to make this, and this is why I jumped at making this flower first, because of what it actually means to me. And all the ladies in the Buttercream Flowers and the Cupcake Bouquet group knew what sunflowers meant to me. Okay, so I'm just going to move that out of the way.
And Leslie Green agrees with you. It's a waste if you can't see it.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Right, so then John and Simon were laughing their heads off at me before because Nick kept going on about this aluminium foil. And he kept saying aluminium foil. Aluminum foil. I freaking didn't know what aluminum foil was. I sat there thinking, what the hell is aluminum foil? So anyway, it looked like tin foil to me. So that's what I've been and got out. Tin foil. And then John come in and said, don't be so ridiculous, Carol. It's just the way the Americans say it. So we say aluminium, and they say aluminium. So,
We don't say aluminium.
what do they say?
We don't say the thing you just
Do
said.
we not? What do we say then?
Aluminium.
What do I say?
You just say what you said.
Aluminium.
You didn't say that.
I did say aluminium. Anyway, it's this frigging silver stuff that you cook a turkey in.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
that's what it'll do.
Foil.
So
Just call it foil.
So I kept looking at him. I had to keep rewinding it back, thinking, what is it? What is it? But he does use a special brand. He uses one that's much softer. But anyhow, I wasn't going tromping around looking for that stuff, so I just got what I had out in the kitchen. So there it is. We've got, what have we got here? We've got Aldi's.
Tin foil, that's all we
Tin
need.
foil.
It's not tin.
That's what we all call it. Get the tin
So-
foil out.
I'm not sure if Nick measured it at all, okay? So,
You're not going to. It's kind of irrelevant, though, isn't it?
I'm not going to. So I'm just going to rip it off.
I don't know if Nick measured this, but I'm not going to.
Can't be bothered. So, and I'm not bothering buying the fancy stuff either. We're having tinfoil us and that's it. Done with it. So, you make it into a square there, little pocket. Okay. So a nice little pocket. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, they do agree with you totally.
Right, then the other thing that he did was, I'm not taking the mickey, but I've just got to do things my way. So basically, he got a polystyrene ball, cut it in half, So let's just pretend this is cut in half, and then he did that over it. So what I did is, I forgot that, I just did that. That gives me what I want.
What?
Yeah.
So I can't be doing that. But if you want to buy yourself a polystyrene ball, cut it in half, give yourself a shape, then fine. If you want to use a bit of modelling base, do that, cut it in half. But basically, I'm not doing any of that. So, oh, Karen, I do need that cup now then. Karen said,
I didn't think you needed it.
Karen said, I got this cup out before. She said, do you need this? I went, no, I don't think so. But I do. I do. So we're going to use this in a minute, all right? So we're going to go to our flour here now. That's right. He's going to kill me, this guy, isn't he? So where's my glue? So I've got my glue here. Right, so I don't sell these big tubs of glue anymore. I bought these big tubs of glue in thinking that you lot would want them, but by God, they've taken me 2 years to sell 10 pots, so I'm not buying them in anymore. They've actually changed colour, but not that it's gone off or anything, because it's actually still in date. It's 12/22, this is best before, but it's changed colour. It was a clear colour, and it's sat in the warehouse, and I've just brought them home, and I thought, you know what, we'll use them. Nick uses egg white. So he cracks open an egg or uses egg. I don't know what it does. I didn't see that bit. But I just know he kept painting everything with egg white. But we're going to use glue.
They think he's got too much tar on his hands.
Don't tell him about I agree. so stop laughing. Right. So anyhow, so we get our. Let's be serious.
Let's get our bits out.
Let's get our bits out. Okay, so let's get our flowers out. So you get them out one at a time. Okay. And you see that I broke one off, but I don't panic about that. I'm not going to have a meltdown about it at all. Make sure you got it the right way. All right. So I'm going to bend this over now. So see this? I'm going to bend this over. Because you know I've made my own rack. So what he's done is he's actually been to some locker place and got some shelving out the locker, painted it lime green and hangs his from that. But I don't know anybody who's got any lockers with some shelving in, so I've had to make my own polystyrene thing over here. So there you go.
Claire Corbett's joined her. She said it looks like she's been missing out on a right good laugh tonight.
Listen, as long as we get a sunflower at the end of this, that's all that matters, isn't it? So we're going to paint our thing there. So you see, look, I've got a sprinkles of dust on here already, and it's spreading. Now he doesn't paint that. he paints the flower. All right, so he paints the petals first, I paint the thing. Yeah, so let me just make sure I've got it the right way around. Yeah, sure that's the right way around. That'll do. So we're going to stick that on.
Simon doesn't like me say that'll do.
He'll be phoning Nick afterwards, won't he, saying, hey, see what Carol's been doing? Dobbing me in. So we'll stick that over there. So we'll get another one of these out.
See, look at that. Look at that lovely flower holder there. It's
Yeah,
brilliant.
I made that myself. I'm well pressed.
Brilliant.
But there's polystyrene everywhere, by the way. So we're going to pull that back out again. Seemed a bit pointless putting it in, but I couldn't get my hand in there and do that as well. And then we're going to put this over again.
Is that the right way up then, petals? Are they?
Yeah, they're the right way up. And if they're not, nobody will notice anyhow.
Mind you, they're pretty similar on each side, aren't they?
Yeah, they look similar on each side, don't they? Got me checking now. Yeah, yeah. So I'll just stick that back in there again. If John's watching now, he'll be going mad. He said to me, behave yourself. But I am behaving myself.
Badly.
I'm not behaving myself badly. I'm showing people how to make a sunflower. So there we go. We'll get this off again. Listen, as long as people enjoy what I'm doing and then they want to buy the product, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? And then all that's going...
Geraldine was watching this afternoon. She says, Carol's now trying to do a Ruby serious face. It won't last.
Can I have a drink of my Coke? It's diet free and caffeine free, don't worry. I've got my cup of coffee here. It's good. Good job Michelle bought me this. And it's just as well because it would have been freezing cold by now. Karen's up in hers. Mine's still here. I'll be having mine going to bed.
But Jill says, not too much glue, Carol, or they slide.
Yes, they do slide.
Lol.
They're slippy. Yeah, they are. So I broke one of these. Okay. So I broke one of these and... but I'm not too worried about that. So I might just need a little bit of glue for it over the top. There we go. Because it doesn't matter if you break one off, does it? Because they're all going under here. So that's under there.
Alex will let you know the measurements later.
Right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten this up. And then you know this now, this tin foil. Okay, so I'm going to push that through there. Put a hole in the middle. There we go, I'm going to push that through there. I'm going to put that on there, okay? And then quick as a flash, we're going to turn it over. Look at that.
Cool.
Look, Simon.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's pretty nifty, isn't it?
Hey, have you got faith again, Simon?
Are you impressed, Simon? Yeah, he's impressed.
Well,
Right.
I'm not really impressed.
So I'm going to have to bend it again now because it's going to be too long for me cup this. Okay, so I'm just going to have to bend it again. So I'm going to bend it again and I'm going to sit it in my cup. Okay, so let's let me just push that down there a minute. Oh, that's my glue one. There's my thingy one. Let's just push it down in the cup a minute. Right, so then the other thing that Phil does, I don't know who Phil is, but it come to mind. So the other thing that Nick does then, at this point, is that he gets some foam and he cuts tiny, tiny little bits. So he gets some foam, he gets foams and he cuts tiny, tiny little bits and he sticks them on under here. But I've got nails and big chunky fingers, all right, and it just isn't going to work for me. So I had to think of another solution. So I've got cotton wool buds, okay, on bamboo sticks because we're not allowed plastic ones anymore, are we? So I'm just going to lift them. This is my little idea and I'm quite happy with it. So I'm just going to lift a couple. Oh, that one went flying. So let's get a couple of more.
Are you twisting? Is that the idea?
No, just to give them a bit of a lift.
Yeah, one side rather than.
Sorry?
or you putting them in straight? I'm not sure.
No, I'm just shoving them in any way I want.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing random ones.
So you don't want every single one to stick up, you just do
No,
random
no.
ones.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Hi, Dinaz.
Hiya. Dinaz, you're going to have to catch up, that's how you. What I'm mucking about at. Okay, so so he sticks little bits of tissue, little bits of foam under. But one, I can't be bothered cutting up all the little bits of foam. And two, can you imagine me and my big fingers, look at them, and nails, trying to get them under there. And he does use a set of tweezers, but I just thought this looks much easier. So off came the cotton wool buds.
So then Debbie's saying, now cut your cotton wool buds in half. You can use two at the same
Yeah,
time.
you can. That is good. But the thing is, I didn't want to lose any. But you're quite right. Cut them in half. But these are bamboo sticks, so I don't know if these would cut in half actually.
Dinaz says, now I know what to do with the 500 cotton buds I got from Costco.
She's quick. She only just joined us. So now we've got to leave that to set. Okay, so that one's setting overnight or for a few hours. Okay, so that's done now. You've got to leave it alone now. All right, so we're going away with that one. So then here's one we prepared earlier. All right, so this is one that we prepared earlier. So I'm just going to take it out, take off my cotton wool stuff here. See, look. Straighten this up to take it out the foil again. So I'm going to slip the foil off and look.
Look at that.
See? Hey?
Cool.
Oh, cool. Look, hey?
Look at that.
Not bad, that, is it?
Let me try and show that. Move it up.
Yeah. Right. So we've got a few little dodgy ones, but don't worry, when we put the next lot
Can you
underneath.
help? Will it be okay to hold on its side a little bit to show just give it a spin? Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Okay. So remember, mine's not perfect. This is the first time I've done these, all right? So you never know, I might give them another go. But you guys, when you're investing in these, you're investing in them, aren't you, to do them on a regular time. So I'm showing you a very quick way. What I am telling you to do is watch Nicholas's videos. His videos are amazing. They're good. I haven't got all that time. We've got a 2-hour live, which we're already.
No, we're not. We just start to 8:30.
Yeah, well, we've still got a long way to go, and we're 45. We're an hour and a half. We're an hour and 5, isn't it?
20 to 10.
We'll be here to 11, won't we?
No, you know. It's
So-
Thursday night.
So I'm just going to put this in my stand somehow.
And I bet all you ladies will stay with us anyway, won't you?
Yeah. Right, so that's in my homemade stand I made. It looks good, doesn't it look like a sunflower? Right.
It's great.
So so let's just put that there a minute. So we've got to make some more petals now. So this is where's the mould? So a bit of Trex on here. So we've got to make some more petals. So 3. But you all get where I'm coming from, don't you? Why I do it the way I do it. So I do mine with my finger. Nick does his with the sponge. Doesn't matter. There's no wrong. He did it with his finger as well. So he just, I don't know why he said do it with the sponge, to be fair. But I just thought I'd best get one out, show that I was paying attention at that bit of the video.
Just to prove you were watching it. Yeah.
Hey, I think I'm doing not too bad
It's
so
doing
far, do
absolutely
you?
super.
Hey, they look like sunflowers.
Yeah.
They could have looked like something else, wouldn't they? But they don't. They look like sunflowers.
Absolutely lovely.
So we're going to push them in there.
Nick
So-
says you're doing fine.
He's taking the mickey. You know when you can't get your sunflowers tomorrow, it's because he's binned me off. So then we're going to put that on, the little veiner. Okay, push that under. I'm not actually going to use the little pokey stick on these for a minute. I'm going to put them in here. So, and remember which way you put them in as well. So mine are backs facing upwards. 24 of these. So it's good to sit there and roll all your little balls. They're like little carrots, these, aren't they? Baby carrots.
Don't use baby carrots for it.
No, don't use baby carrots, but they're like baby carrots, aren't they?
They love what you're doing. Annette Lawson said you're doing marvellous.
Oh, thanks, Annette. Does everybody else think I'm doing all right?
and Debbie Hargreaves thinks Nick's got a share in the sponge company.
I'm not saying nothing.
And did you use dust in the mould or did you use some Trex?
Trex.
You've used so generally it's Trex in the mould.
Yeah, Trex in the mould.
You're doing all right, yeah, Carol.
Hey, you weren't confident at first, were you? Hey?
You'd be able to make teacups next, wouldn't you?
Oh, shut up. Stop whanging me. Listen, I've had to go at teacups twice. It's not happening again. So just make sure they're going together there. That's it. Yeah. There we go. Just got one more to make. How many have we got watching, Karen?
We've got 293.
Oh, that's not bad,
yeah,
is
we've
it?
had well over 300, but I think some have had to go to bed.
Why was it that bad?
Some said they've got bellyache now from laughing too much. Pearl Butler said, I just think you're funny, keep it up.
Yeah. I don't mean to be funny.
Margaret Kirk sat in bed giggling her head off.
I wonder what your husbands all think when you're watching me, eh? I don't mean to be funny. This is how I am. I am like this, though, aren't I, Karen?
Yes,
I am as mad
yeah.
as a box of frogs.
Absolutely.
And you know what? For a woman of the world, there's some things I really don't know about. Do you know what I mean? I get and I'm like, what? What's that? Never heard of that before.
Yeah, Elaine Morton's been banished to the dining room to watch because it was too much for his lordship.
Oh dear. I bet they wonder what you do when we start singing happy birthday and then it's squeeze up, relax. And now, what should we have for these little things in here? I'm trying to think of something that I can say for pushing these in.
Well, I'm just thinking, people say it's like dinosaur feet there. I was thinking more chicken feet
I
there.
thought
I was just
chicken
thinking
feet,
chicken feet.
Could you imagine if I said on the night and he's watching us and I go, right, you just make your chicken feet now.
We'd be struck off.
Be on the phone, yeah. He'll be on the phone, yeah. Get her off, get her off. Anyhow, the main thing is I don't want you to have any fear. That's the whole thing. And you know what? Terry came up with that. And I like that. We liked that straight away, didn't she?
Yeah.
She said, Carol, you take away the fear.
Yeah.
And I thought that was such a lovely compliment. And that's what it's all about. You know what? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's see what it's like. Let's see where we get. So I'm just putting that in there now.
Andrea Lucas says, her husband's just said, are you going to bed? She said, are you joking? I'll see you in the morning.
I did tell you there's a reason why I went in work till 11 tomorrow. I'm still here.
Karen Naylor's husband thinks we've got a 24/7 channel.
I gave Karen Naylor something yesterday. I said, will that make your husband happy? Because all he must hear, because I phone Karen or text Karen and he goes, does that bloody woman get off the television? And I said, yeah, Karen, give him that. Get me in his good books. Right, okay, so we need the sponge pad again, don't we? Right, so I'm going to do all these in one go because I want to work fast. Which Nick will probably say you don't do them in one go and work fast, but we are. Okay.
So don't forget, ladies, anyone who's wanting the sunflower mould, I have got your names down, so Carol's, I've got an idea of how many to order, but they will be going in stock tomorrow.
Yeah. They'll be in stock before 11. They won't arrive in the warehouse till Monday, so don't pick it. Only pick a next day if you know that they're not going to go next day. So,
Leslie Green says, press, push, release for Dino feet.
right, okay, so remember we've got to use the ball tool, haven't we? We've just got to thin them out a little bit. So we're just going to thin them out a little bit.
Tracy Shepherd's husband's just shaking his head.
I I bet they don't get it, guys, do they? You're watching a cake programme, what are you laughing at?
Oh, and Karen Naylor said he's filled to bits with it.
Oh, good. I'm so happy I made one bloke happy tonight. Yesterday, rather. I'm just going to thin them out. All this is doing is just thinning these out a little bit.
Yeah, so you can order. So don't look through till just after 11 tomorrow, ladies, and then you can just order it as normal on the website. I'm just going to check how much the sunflower mould is for you now. Lost it.
So I broke this one off, but we're not going to worry. I don't want you to worry about if you break a petal off. If you break them all off, it doesn't really matter. You just stick them on independently. I'm not sure whether Nick would say you'd do that, but that's what I would say we do. So we'll open up the glue again.
It's £19.99 and it's called the Ultimate Sunflower and Daisy.
Yeah, because you can make daisies. And there's 3 sizes of flowers that you can make with it. So you can make 3 sizes of flowers I'm sure you can make with it. Right, okay then. So what we're going to do is, where's my paintbrush gone? So as I say, Nick uses egg... No, that's not my paintbrush, is it? That's it. So Nick uses egg white. So these are already... got brown dust on this. I must have dusted with this one before. Right, anyhow, so this mucky colour, sorry, must have been what I was dusting with.
Does it?
No, no one's going to see it. Oh, what have I forgot?
Nothing.
I have forgot something.
What?
Oh, crikey, I forgot. There's a reason we've got a green stick. We've got to use it, haven't we? Where's the green stick gone?
You had it a minute ago.
I did have it a minute ago. It won't be far. There's a reason why... Oh, there he is. So we have to turn them over, don't we? Remember? Turn them all over. Turn them over. So you ball them one side and then you've just got to push in. Now I'm doing this on quite a firm pad. So if you did it on a softer pad, and it is cutting through some of them, but you won't see it. Right, let's get this off again now. So then you want to put these on. Yeah. So you want to put these on so they're between each flower then. Does that make sense, the gap? I'm going to get a clean brush out. So put that on.
So Claire, Claire, are you just wanting a sunflower and daisy mould, or are you wanting the leaf and veinner one as well?
We're going to do the leaves. Just overlap. That's my odd one there. There he is. Just going on there. Right, then we're going to put him through the paper again. I'm going to bend that down, fit in my cup. I'm gonna, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. So there he is, he's in there. Let's get that out of the way. It's alright, doesn't it? Hey? Look at that, the Carol McFarland way.
No problem with that.
No? Are you happy with that, Simon? Did I pass? So we'll just pick a few of them up. I'm going to say, Karen.
No, I'm just me telly went black. I just got to come off and go on again.
Okay.
So the leaf and veinner set are also £19.99 as well, and they're showing in stock. How much is the guide?
We're on leaves next, girls. We're on leaves next, then we're on calyxes. I think you've all got rose cutters. There is rose cutters for sale here. I think you've all got rose cutters. All right, so there we go then. All right, over the top, Simon.
It was over the top.
Oh, was
just
it?
Till that point.
Yeah, so there you go. That looks all right, doesn't it? What do you think, girls? Do you like it? I'm quite happy with that. Right. So, as you're making them though, as you are making them, I've only made, Nick leaves them a day or so between, but I haven't. I made the second layer of that this morning, and the first layer of this this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah. They love it. They think it's brilliant.
Right, okay. So we've got to do a bit of dusting. So they're going over there. Got polystyrene all over the place.
Really?
Right, okay then. So we've got a couple of things to do now. So we need to make these leaves, okay? So let's show you how to make these. So you then move over to your leaf veining mat. I quite like this actually. So then, so where's my green? There it is. So he uses grass green, all right? And I didn't have any grass green with me. So I only had moss green. So the moss green was quite dark. So then what I did is I added some, what colour did I ask you for today to put in this? Was it yellow?
White.
Oh no, white to go with it. Yeah. So white I mixed with this, and then I put in yellow with it. That's what I did to just change the colour. But you can have your leaves any colour you want. Okay. So what we're going to do here is, so let me just put a little bit of Trex on this.
So that's a set, isn't it? The leaf and vein
Yeah,
set.
yeah, that's your set there. Okay. And it's not just the sunflower leaves that you make out. There's these little leaves here, which I can't remember what they're called. I'm sure it's on the packaging somewhere. Have you got the packaging?
Leaves.
Eh?
Leaves.
Leaves. Anyhow. Now I can't remember if he said there was a size for this, so we're just going to guess it, aren't we? So, and fat. I think I do remember. I'm sure he said. Oh, there you go. I'm sure he said number 16. If it's not number 16, it's number 15. So, but we're going to go for number 16. So then you make it into a carrot or a cone.
We sell 20 gauge wire, don't we?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Now for this you need 20 gauge wire, but I've used 18
Gauge.
gauge.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So don't do it too long, because it's too long. All right. So push it back. So push it back. So that's what happens when you're chatting. Okay. So just push it back. Don't be frightened of pushing it back. And then what he wants you to do is flatten it down like that. Then you get this mat. I've got polystyrene everywhere. So you get this mat. And you press that down on top. Yeah, you can see where we're going here, can't you? So I'm just going to put some Trex into this mould. So Nick does it all a bit different than me. I think you've gathered that, haven't you? But we're getting the same effect. Now obviously his is going to be miles better than mine. But we're getting the same effect. So I feel that we've got a little bit too much paste on there, and he did say you'd have a bit too much paste. So I'll just break a bit off. Okay, start pushing it in. Don't be frightened, just push it all in. Start pushing it around there. Make sure you push it all the way into your leaf bits there. Okay. Now you don't want this flat. It has got a little dome on it. I don't think it has as much dome as I've got, but I'm quite happy with this. It'll be fine. I'll put that in the bag there. I'll just cut a little bit off. Unique, this cutting off bit. Okay. And make sure you are pushing it into the little pointy bits because that's what gives it the effect. So just rub your finger around it, pushing in. And if you've got tricks on your finger, it helps. I didn't see him wanting to use this on here, but anyhow. There we go, so that's going to go in there. Right, so now we need our wire. So this is a 20 gauge wire, okay, but I didn't have any 20, I've only got 18, right? So you've got a little channel here, right? So I'm going to cut this off because we don't need it that big, do we? So I'm just going to cut this in half. And then you've got that channel there. Make sure you sit it in that channel. And then just gently push through. Just hold it. And just gently push through. And you go into about there. And I know it sounds weird, but you can actually feel it. Does that make sense? So you can feel it. So you're going to do that in there. So these are really easy to do, these, aren't they? Then you're going to get your veiner now, and you're going to sit that on top. Now you see that little V there? That little V, and that wire now needs to come right in the centre of that V. Yeah? So you bring that up there. So that V there is in line with the bottom of that mould. So that's the top of the V with the wire there. Yeah? And then you press it down. So it all gone silent. And then you get this nice back vein. And then you pull that out. Gently pull it out. Don't want it to break off or anything, do you? So gently pull it out. And we've got this here. And then we are going to sit it on this foamer here. Okay. And then with the foamer then you can actually move it about. And I've actually forgot to do something. What he did was, let me just show you what he did. So I'll get it on here. He then put it on here, and then he actually did this. He calls this shaggy. Not quite why you call it shaggy. Maybe I have a different interpretation for it, but anyhow, this is what he calls shaggy. You do that, yeah. And you lift it over, and then you set it on your.
They say it looks so real.
Yeah,
it looks
he set it on there. Now he did say with this amount, what was it called? This tinfoil stuff.
Aluminium foil.
Yeah. So he did say. So he came up with this square. So he said you can either put it on their foam thing, which is great because that's what I've got, or you can make another square, and then you then have to do this. So watch this, girls. 3 fingers. 3 fingers. Have you got 3? Next week we might probably use 4 fingers. Anyhow, this week we're using 3. And you stick that in there like that. Look at that. And now we have 1 finger.
Thank goodness it's 10 to nearly 10 o'clock.
Hey, listen, we won't be finished for 10.
No, I'm just thinking about the time. You've gone right over the water, Jen, thank God.
I didn't say this. He does it. Well, he doesn't do it quite like that, but
It's mid-afternoon in other places, you know.
he don't quite do it like that. But basically, that's what he's saying.
I mean, you've set these off now.
We're just having the breakfast in Australia.
Di's crying, Simon's got a dirty laugh, and Nikki King, I'm not repeating what you've just said.
So, if you don't want to use your foam pad, you can now make your own little foamer, can't you? So then you get this then, right? So you get this then, and then you sit it in there to dry. Yeah? What do you think of that?
Nice.
I think
Nice,
10
isn't it?
lady sales have gone up.
Eh?
10 lady sales have gone up.
So either way, whichever way you want to do it. But to be fair, I wasn't bothered about that. I quite like the foamer thing.
Carol, one of the ladies on here is having trouble, getting the wires to stick into the leaves.
Yeah.
What's that pink board? Is it called the leaf and veiner board? The groove and veiner board? Do you know when we sell the pink
Oh yeah,
boards?
this one, the pink one, yeah.
I couldn't remember the name of it. A veiner board.
Yeah. Why? She doesn't want to use that, does she?
No, she just says she none of the wires ever stick in her leaves.
Oh, if ever you're doing leaves, okay, you should always make sure that they are built up in the middle anyhow. So when you're rolling out your leaves, never roll your leaves so that they're completely flat. So you sort of roll them out, and then you should have it thicker in the middle, and then you can sit it on here, and then these veiler boards are for what you slip your wire in. Or what you can do is you can roll out your petal paste over here, cut on top of this, and that leaves you that thick bit then for putting the wire in. Yeah, and you've got your little Mexican holes on here as well. We're going to sell this as a dual board, slightly bigger, because I just thought, you know, why are you buying two boards the same size? There, roll out that side, vein and Mexican hat that size. So so after all that lovely hard work, ladies, I've got no more green left, and I need green for my calyxes, so I'm going to have to pull this off, all right? But you can see I've done 3 there. Yeah, look at that. You happy with that? So, Karen Naylor, make your own leaves. Showed you the easy way.
Well, she's put a name down for a leaf bowl anyway.
You've got two sunflowers and a half of one. So, I need this. Okay.
What more can a woman ask for?
Absolutely. So I need this. I haven't brought enough green home. Oh, do you know what? I'm such a fibber. There it is. There.
Sorry, Karen. She mashed up that leaf on purpose.
I was thinking, where's the green gone? I was thinking to myself, I'm sure I had more than this, but then I'm looking at them leaves thinking, well, I must have used it all then. Right, okay. So then you've got the rose cutter set now, because you was wondering about the rose cutter set, where that was.
I was looking for it.
Karen was looking for the rose cutter set. So that's the sunflower and daisy leaves, okay? So that's that. And then you've got the rose cutter set, which is lovely. Okay, you get 3 of these in here for doing your roses with, but we're going to use the small one and the medium one. Okay, now this is quite clever. I like this, actually. I'm quite impressed with this. What we're going to do next.
So can I just confirm with you ladies, I've only been taking your names down to see how many we needed to order. We're not going to save them to one side with your names on. Once you go on the website tomorrow, they'll be updated at 11 o'clock.
Well, I can save your names if you want. I can do. What I'll do is once I'll put them in on the website by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, okay? And I'll put them on the website by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll let you know. So if she gives me if you're friends with me,
it's in your post for me to send to you.
Yeah, put it on this post. Oh, crack! If I've got to read through all the comments, find them.
No, I've done it. You know the message to you.
Can you all make friends requests? Say hiya. Can you all make friends requests? Karen McFarland, I want this, and then I can message you back in the morning. Right? Okay. So you can see I'm rolling this out now, can't you? So let's roll this out. So I'm gonna have to make some more green. Anyhow, I didn't have enough. Could have saved that leaf for Karen then. She could have had enough leaves then, couldn't she? So we're going to roll this out. See, look on our lovely non-stick board. He doesn't have one of these, Nick. So, well, actually he does. He has a green one, but I don't know why he doesn't use it. But he uses he likes to use his silicone. So we've got to cut 2 of these medium ones out. Okay. So we've got to cut 2 of those. So we'll just push that over there. Yeah. So we like that there. So we've got 2 of those to do. What's that? Yeah, make a friend's request and send me a message. That'll make my life a lot easier. So make a friend's request to Carol McFarland. Send me a message. I'll accept you as a friend, providing you're not a weirdo. And then
That's on here.
yeah. And then I can message you and say they're on the website, available for you to buy. I'll buy extra anyhow, because I'm sure after this live you're going to want them.
Right, I've got about 12 that want it already on the list.
Right, good. Well, that's what we want.
With the leaves as well. A few of them have asked for the leaves one as well. I don't know how many leaves you've got in stock, Carol.
Right, well, don't worry. I'll have a look. I'll sort it all out. Right. So we'll lift that one up, move that over there.
Michelle Ward said we're all weirdos.
Do John goes mad, you know what I say on these lives. It's a good job he doesn't stay in here all the time, and you were all dobbing me in it last night in the cupcake bouquet. You were trying hard, weren't you?
I was laughing my head off at home.
Was you watching at home? You were trying hard to get him going, weren't you? Dropping me in it. That was the funniest one about his pants. I didn't get it at first.
His leggings.
His leggings.
I did.
John,
and I was
did you get it?
Like
I didn't get it at first.
Yeah.
And then John's looking at me, my leggings.
Yeah. His sexy leggings. It looked like a ballerina, you said.
Is Max Wallback?
Yeah.
Don't worry, they are pants that he wears at home. I wouldn't let him out in them.
Oh, I was absolutely laughing at home. And my husband said, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "They're all trying to get John going here." I said, "He's no idea what they're talking about."
No, he didn't. I had to tell him. He did come in one today. He was saying to us today, and you know the club in Ireland, how much can you get a membership for? Lifetime membership, Simon? $29.95 was it?
Lifetime.
Lifetime membership for $29.95 at that special diving club.
Yeah. On that little island.
Right, so you see this now. So watch what we're going to do now, because I was well impressed with this. So this is what you would use for making your roses, but what we're going to use this for the calyx. And I've got to be honest, I thought, hey, clever boy, Nicky fella. So anyhow, so you're just going to guide that over there, look. Now, I didn't always get it quite central. I mean, he got his perfect, I didn't. And that's because for me to get my perfect, I've got to stick my head under the camera. That means you're going to see all my bald bits where I'm losing my hair.
Tell you what.
So I don't want to do that.
I'll go to this camera and then you can stick your head over.
I don't know whether you lot know, but I am losing my hair. It's stress of this company, I think.
Go on, you can stick your head under.
So stick my head under and have a little look. Let's see if I eyeball it. Right, there we go. So we'll eyeball that. So go and have a look over the top now. So that looks fine, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. Then you press that in. A little shaky, shaky. I like this. It comes out. There we go. And you take those little bits off there. Oh, look at Carol McFarland.
And Breeder says, you know what you could buy John for his birthday? Lifetime membership. And that's
with free t-shirt.
I like that. That's
Nice,
a
free t-shirt as well, you know.
That's with a free t-shirt.
Is it with free
Imagine
t-shirt? Oh, Carol, we'll have to sign up. Let's not tell John he'll be asleep now. It's too late for him. Let's sign up, me and you. It go freaking daft. Right, okay, so we're over again.
Like that.
Like that. Do you lot like that?
Nick Ty's just joined us and have I missed much? Yeah.
That looks good, Carol.
Does that look good?
Looks
Right.
good.
They're all saying, how clever is that?
How clever am I?
Clever.
Hey, I was watching this bit that Nick said.
See, we're taking note, weren't you?
Can I just tell you, I only learnt this just before we went live. Simon was going, I can't believe that you are doing your research just before you go live.
Well, when she had time. Uh-oh.
What?
My phone's just buzzed.
Is he... he's meant to be in bed.
Oh, it won't be a surprise now.
Right. Right, okay, so we got that. Is it him? Right, here we go. So we do that one there.
Behave.
Hey, get to sleep, you.
He says, and he can't imagine Chef Nicholas Lodge being happy to be referred to as Nick.
Oh, Nicky baby. Hey, Nicky baby, look at this.
That's
Right.
not right.
Okay.
No,
Is it not right? Okay, let me stick my head in. Is that right? Does that look like?
That's better.
Yeah?
That's it. Yeah.
Right, press.
Elaine's caught us. She said, what you two like? John's going to go ape. What? Too late.
I thought he would have been asleep by now. Then.
Carol, you're supposed to be using the business card thingy to move those petals.
Oh, is that what the... Oh, I might have to do this bit again. It's not coming out.
That's fine. Just stick your fingers through to the other side.
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
Look at that.
Look at that, Simon. Look at him. So there we go, that's our
Perfect.
calyx. I've just got to have a think about what we have to do with this bit next. Can I go back and have a look at the video?
It looks done. Can we call it done?
Right, so we need a bit of foam. I know we need a bit of foam. Right.
Poor Kathy, she's crying.
So
She's got tears running down her eye, running down her
right.
face.
So I'm sure we didn't use the nick stick on this. I think we used a Dresden tool. So I'm sure that's what we use on this now. So we push that down. Yeah.
Oh, I know why he's up. Football's just finished.
Ah, right, okay.
Wow, Carol.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to turn it over. Right. I'm going to get this one. Told you, you're going to end up with a sunflower, girls. We may well not be following all the rules, but you know what? You can learn them bits after.
And you can never give these lives. You're on these lives now, so you're 100 because you're giving them a laugh a minute and it makes them all so happy. So you've signed up for life with your lives now.
Wait till we start ganashing next week. Eh? Crikey, I've never ganashed a cake in my life. So that's going to be fun.
Sam will be gnashing his teeth.
Wait till we start on those ganache kits next week, girls.
And
Crikey.
Carol's going, oh, just squirt in there, squirt in there. He'll be all right.
I'll be having the Irish girls going, what are you doing? I went, I don't know. So we just put that in there. So that's the one we turned over. So like I say, he uses egg white, but I'm just using a bit of gel. So we're just going to turn that one over. We'll stick that on there. Yeah. I'm going to do the same with this. So you might have rose cutters. You don't have to have these rose cutters. Most of you ladies have got rose cutters. So if you've got them, use them. You don't have to buy these. But if you want to know the sizes of these, it's a 90 and a 70.
Do you know the viewing figures are going up?
Hey?
The viewing figures are going up.
Oh, somebody told him. Right, there you go. So we need a bit more glue on here now, don't we? Listen, we're going to do you proud, mate. We're going to do you proud. Right. And I'm going to stick that on there. Okay. So we've now got our calyx. Yeah. Then we're going to turn that over. Now, Nick has a big ball tool, right? We've got this rolling pin, right? So he has a ball tool, but there's nothing wrong with you using this. Let's see how often you're going to use a big ball tool like that. So let me get my glue out the way a minute. And you're just going to put that right in the centre. Yeah, there you go. Press them together like that. Right, so where is our...
We've lost it.
Yeah. So, now I have made one of these before, and I will tell you, I made a right cock up of it before, putting it on this one that we're going to decorate. So I didn't quite do it as neat as this. So we now need to take this out. So this, is it feeling dry? It's not quite dry, this, but what we're going to do is we're going to take it out. We'll put these in again afterwards. Yeah, this is our second one. So straighten our thing out. I knew they would be a good useful thing, these Cake International things. Yeah. They gave them to us at the last show. Everyone ended up with them.
We did.
Somehow I ended up with them all. So, right, so we need to pull that out. So we're just going to do that. Right, now I can't remember how we put that onto there. So we're going to do it my way, all right? So I'm going to put this, because I didn't do it this way. Last time I got it and just threaded it down this tube. But I'm actually going to put it over this hole here. Yeah?
You're going to make a hole in the thing?
It's already got a hole in it.
No, in the
No, I'm going to guess.
Sugarpaste.
No, I'm going to guess.
We're just going for it, Si.
Right, so I'm just going to guess where that hole might be. Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
See that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So they are. That's how I'm doing it. Now he
Impressed,
does.
aren't you?
Simple.
Now
It's
can I tell you he doesn't do it like that because I can't remember how he does it. But that's how we
That's
are.
not the way to do it, but that's the way I'm doing it.
So I'm doing it like that. All right. So then I'm going to stick these in. Now, in fairness, what he does with the calyx is he sticks little bits of foam under them. But I can't do that now because mine's on under here. But I don't think it's going to really matter. So like I say, when you buy this kit, there's my way. And I'm sure when you buy this kit, you're just going to want to give it a go, aren't you? You're going to want to give it a go.
Karen, you've got 2 sunflowers.
Yeah? Yes, she has. I did say she'll get 2.5 sunflowers, won't she? She'll get 1 with leaves, though. Right, okay, so we've got that.
Brilliant.
So, we've got that. Are we happy? Are we happy? Are we happy? Are we happy?
Yeah, they're loving it.
Right, good.
You didn't glue it, did you? Did you just put it on? Did you glue it?
That's a good point. No, I didn't.
Didn't do it. Well, you meant to do it.
That's meant to glue it. That's a good point. You
Yeah.
could have told me, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Right,
so
okay.
Somebody just put there, did you glue it? Helen, it should have been glued, yes.
It should have been glued, yeah.
But you know.
But I've got a way that we're going to keep it on. I've just thought, so afterwards, when it's all dry tomorrow, I'll just wrap a bit more of that green tape round it at the top.
Yeah.
That'll hold it up, won't it?
Yeah.
Because it'll have gone hard. So I'll just wrap more tape round
Well,
it.
some glue might have squeezed out between the petals and stuck it on anyway.
Yeah. So what we need to do now this is my mucky one, okay. So what happened here was, if you just have a look now, I don't know whether you can see how mucky it is.
It's not
Yes,
that
you
bad.
can.
It's not that
So
bad.
what happened here is that I forgot to dust my centre until it was actually on the flower. All right, so we're going to take that out of there. So no, we're not going to take that out of there. What we're going to do is we're going to get our dust. So we're going to get our dust, and you can use whatever colours you want. And to be fair, Nick does say you can use whatever colours you want. So I'm going to use the Fractal Canary Yellow and the orange. I'm
Karen
gonna
said
dust.
it's alright, she'll glue it tomorrow.
Hey, listen, you're coming to my house to pick these up, Karen. I want Karen needs them to work. You can pop down over the weekend. Right, so let me find a clean brush. Is that a clean brush? Yeah, that is. So we'll just put a bit of yellow in. Then we'll do the leaves and then we're going to wind it all together. So like I say, there's the correct way and there's Carol McFarlane's way. I don't think, you know what, I think when you get your mould, you'll just be dying to have a go, won't you?
Well, Frances
So-
McCarthy's just joined us. She said, I've just joined. I was working, but we'll go back to the beginning when it's over. Is this Nicholas Lodge's Flower Pro, Carol? So Dinaz says, yes. And Pam went, yes, Francis, but it's the Carol McFarland way. Definitely not Nicholas Lodge way. But it works.
Well, the thing is, when you get it, you'll be dying to have a go, won't you?
Absolutely.
So when you have a go, and then what you can do is you can have a go and you can think, right, I can actually improve on that and make it better. So there's lots of
By
things.
reading the instructions.
Yeah, well, shut up. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just brush some of my yellow there. So mine is a mucky colour. So I don't know what Cameron's going to do with this one. She might have to hide this one.
They've just said it's not mucky, it's where a bee's been visiting.
Yeah.
They had an answer for you, Carol.
Yeah. It'll look all right. Listen, they'll love it. Yeah, so do remember to dust your centre before you put it on.
That is beautiful, that.
Yeah, I can't hide the mucky bits, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you don't
That's
always
not
you don't get perfect sunflowers every time.
Oh, they have bits of brown on,
Of
don't
course
they?
they do.
Well, it's a learning experience, isn't it? And it does say you can choose any colours you want. So you can have it bright yellow if you wanted to. You can have it with tones of orange. So it's up to you. He does also do a little bit of painting around the edges. But you can learn all that off his video, can't you?
Amy Louise Barrett, the centre, I don't know, the centre's part of the mould. And what did you dust it with, Carol?
Just a combination of dark brown and light brown. Milk chocolate and dark chocolate. So you can use, I've used Fractal tonight, but you can use rainbow dust or colour splash if you've got it. Whatever colour you've got.
Geraldine says she hasn't laughed so much for a long time. Jazzy and moved this afternoon. Alive while I shrivel up in the bath. And now to complete the day,
does her husband know where she is?
I wouldn't get it live the Carol way. Well, to talk about the famous dive club, what more could we want?
Exactly. That actually looks alright.
That looks really good, that. It's lovely.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That looks alright, that, isn't it? I don't mind that, actually. Do you know what? We'll do a bit of deeper orange in the centre there. Let's get that orange. I think I impressed my John, you know, when he watches some of these things.
Yeah.
He was well impressed with my bouquet last night. He was impressed with my bee cake.
I loved your bee cake. It was beautiful, that.
The hospital loved it. I took it to the hospice. They loved it as well.
They loved it. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. They were well chuffed. And every time I go in, the lady says, "Do you sell these cakes?" I went, "No." She said, "Can you start selling them?" I said, "No, I do them for free." So she said, "Can you do me a free cake for my birthday then?"
No, not like chic, is there?
I went, "No." So yeah, that's nice,
That
doesn't
is
it?
absolutely lovely.
Right,
Yeah, not even
What do you
Simon's impressed.
What do you think, ladies? Have we got the love hearts and the lights coming through there? It's so realistic. It's your best one yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks, Jackie McMinn. You got in there first.
Right, so we need to dust up our leaves now.
Oh, they're saying it's lovely, Carol. They absolutely love
thank
it.
you. Good. Right, so we need to dust up our leaves now.
Oh, the love hearts coming through there and the
Oh,
careful.
thanks.
It's lovely. Absolutely great.
So when I'm not a supplier tomorrow, I get on the phone to that Nick and say, "Hey,
Hey.
we enjoy doing it."
Say, Nick, you produce the moulds and we'll do it the Carol not far away.
Well, you're showing how easy it is to do, aren't you? Really?
Well, I'm just showing you so that you can get in and give it a go. You know,
Yeah.
I've got to be honest, we only brought this into stock last week, and how excited was I?
Absolutely.
I was well chuffed.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit there and watch loads of videos, do you know what I mean? I'm just going to guess some stuff.
Presents at Christmas, you don't want to sit and read the instructions.
No, do you
You just
Rex?
want to
No.
start playing. don't
Well,
you?
I just when I got the camera, I didn't read anything, I just started pressing buttons.
Yeah, exactly. You do it with everything.
I wonder what this
You
does.
do with that with your iPad and all that, don't you?
Instructions. For the shoulder. Who needs them?
You might find out 3 years later there was a dead easy shortcut, and you're like, "What? Why did I not know about that?" Well, it would have helped if you had the instructions.
Well, Sheena says just as good as Nick's.
Oh, thanks. That's a compliment, isn't it?
Certainly is.
So let me move these over here then. So I only made these leaves this morning. So, in fact, did I make these just before lunch, Karen?
Yeah, you made them at 12 o'clock.
Yeah. I think they're meant to have a bit longer than what I made them. So we're just going to use a combination of some greens on here.
It's 10 hours ago, you know.
Right?
10 hours ago.
Yeah.
I didn't think she was going to have any leaves when I looked over at one granddaughter.
Oh, yeah. Karen said Chazzy had hold of them, waving them around like fans. Right. So we're just gonna brush over them. Okay.
Well, Elaine Long can't wait to get her sets that she wants off you.
Oh.
Barbara's looking forward to you doing a rose.
Which Barbara's that?
Barbara and Ford.
Jack it in. Now listen, we're on sunflowers. The next one I fancy doing is the lilies.
Oh, is it the Calia?
Yeah.
Calia.
Fancy doing that.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what my dusting techniques are like because I didn't bother watching any dusting. Just saw a little bit. So.
You've done enough dusting in your life. Did you use any tile yellow on all the sugar paste tonight, or was it
No,
just?
because I used Renshaw flour modelling paste with some. It does tell you how much Renshaw flour modelling paste you should use with a bit of sugar paste, but I just guessed.
But they've set.
Yeah, they've set, haven't they? Yeah, you've got to use more modelling paste than you have sugar paste. I'm almost sure that he said on the sunflowers it was 85% of modelling paste and 15% sugar paste. It might have been 80-20. I can't remember. I didn't even do that, to be fair. I just guessed it. Don't know what it was. I didn't even guess the ball. I didn't even do the ball thing. I just guessed that. The only thing I did right was the petals, because I knew they were number 11, and that's because I just accidentally heard him.
Doe says Nicholas will want you on his payroll now. Tell him you don't come cheap.
No. Well, I do, because I don't get paid at Sugar and Crumbs. Do you know Sugar and Crumbs don't pay me?
So don't forget the sunflower sets.
Being the proud owner of the company means you don't get paid.
You don't get paid. It's £19.99 for the sunflower and daisy set, and it's £19.99 for the leaf and veinner set.
We are going to spray these up as well. We're going to.
You're going to pearl shine them.
We're going to do some shine on them. Yeah, whichever container works. Right. Okay. Now, obviously, you can't just put these leaves on like this. You need to bend them. So I haven't got any. I haven't got any pliers, so I need to bend them there. So I'm going to bend them by hand. Yep.
When do you select Ireland 5 kilo box coming in stock?
Ooh, are we out of stock?
I'm just going to go and check now. Elaine said she can't find it. Select Ireland vanilla in stock.
Is it in stock?
And I'm just. She said she can't find it.
Oh God, they'll go mad with me Select Island, because I'm supposed to tell them when I've not got much left. But I had a look the other week and we had 56 boxes left, so I didn't bother.
I'm just going to the website now.
Right, this leaf's looking dodgy, so yeah, so you can see that's not dry, that. Okay. Hoo-hoo.
No, it's a Supreme Silk. We're out of stock.
Oh, is this silk? I was going to say, because I knew we had.
Yeah, got platinum in, and we've got the strawberry milkshake in, but it's a Supreme Silk.
So we've got platinum, we've got strawberry milkshake.
Yeah.
I don't buy so much of the silk because people prefer the platinum. Right, okay, so you'll see that I've just bent these slightly. So I need to actually bend them up a bit nearer the top. That one's bent a bit too far, that one.
Have we got an ETA on the new flavoured icing sugars?
They're here, they're being made. What's happened is we've got no bags to put them in. So we should have had bags, they should have been delivered, but they're stuck at customs. So we can't put them in the bags. No good making barrels of it and then...
Nope.
So we've got to wait for the bags. So we don't know when they're going to arrive from customs. This custom business is a whole performance now.
It certainly is, isn't it?
Right, so let's take this out of here. So my calyx isn't dry here from this afternoon. And I made a right mess of this calyx. Look at it. Because what I tried to do with this calyx, I tried to thread it over there. I didn't do what I did on the last one. So I made a right mess of it. And it's not set yet. You have to do things in stages. So the thing is, if you've been making a few flowers, so make all your centres one day, then you're making your petals, aren't you? And then you're leaving them to dry. So you'll leave all of them to dry, the first layer, for a day. Then you'll make your next ones and your next ones. I've rushed all this. I've done it all within one day. Apart from them. Right, okay. So let's get a bit of dust and dust these.
Did you put the Calibert fudge cubes in stock today?
I have, yeah, they're in.
Yeah, so Geraldine, they've been put in.
They're delicious, them. And we've also selling our own cocoa at Calobo. We're selling cocoa butter calyx. So a lot of you are doing your painting and stuff. We're selling those. We're selling them in the Sprinklicious range because their tubs come in 3 kilo tubs, and I didn't think you wanted 3 kilo tubs of cocoa butter. So, and then when you buy them individually, they're actually, I've done them £1 cheaper, because if you buy them off Squires, they're £4.95, and I think I've done them for £3.95. I've got them for. So if you look at the Sprinklicious range, don't buy cocoa butter thinking you can eat them. They're for your decorating. Right, so I'm going to lose some of my calyx here.
Well, if you put your leaves and then hang it upside down again, they'll dry. You hang it upside down again.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to lose that one. I'm just going to pull it off. Oh, stay there, you little bugger. Right, where's that tape anyhow? Right, so we need to get our leaves. Just a minute.
Better putting it upside down.
What, to put my leaves on?
Yeah.
Right, I just need to get this right, to be fair. This is... Right, this is right. So these are not dry yet. Ooh. We're going to be lucky if we can put these on, girls. I think I really am chancing my arm putting these on.
If you turn it over and rest it on something.
No, these aren't. Listen, girls, I'm going to have to wait for these to dry. I think this is going to have to be part of... I think we're going to have to wait for these to dry. They're just going to swing round. Right, you're going to have to wait for them to dry.
Yeah. It's not worth ruining the end effect.
Carinella will cry, she believes missing. Right, I'm not going to put those on because, to be fair, I'm going to make a right fool of myself. They're twisting around, they're not ready yet. So we'll have to wait for them to dry. So what I'll do is what are we doing on Monday? We've got Julie Rogerson in here Monday. We'll do a little bonus live next week, all right? I'll fit one in. I know Karen's off on Wednesday, but she is off on Wednesday.
I tell you what, we could do a little bonus one. How about if we do it half an hour before we go live on the buttercream flowers or something like that on the Tuesday?
On the Tuesday after, should we do it after the buttercream flowers?
Okay, but then I'm easy. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so should we come back and do this after the buttercream flowers? Because that means I can sort my calyx out there and do them. So we're doing buttercream flowers at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Man, it's 3 hours that, isn't it?
Is
It's
it
a
the
free
first
hour.
one?
It's
No,
a 3 hour one.
Is
Yeah,
it free?
yeah.
Right, so...
Right. What we'll do is we'll go earlier.
Yeah.
Right. So on Tuesday, oh, we've got Tracy Mann though, haven't we?
Is she 11:30?
11:30. What time does Tracy Mann do till? 11:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Well, we'll do 1 till 2. Or just do it, even if you do 1 till 2.
We'll start at 1 o'clock on Tuesday. In this group, on this page, 1 o'clock, and we'll do these. We'll put these together then, and that'll give me a chance. Karen Naylor will get three of these now, won't she? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll make more leaves, do everything else. I'll get one set up and dry, and I'll do that at 2 o'clock. Because if I do these now, they're just going to twist around and not dry. 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock. We're doing buttercream flowers. Those ladies are in the group.
Yeah,
so this will be
just in the buttercream flowers.
So this will be on the main page where you are now. 1 o'clock Tuesday. Terry will be on comments. She'll be here, and then 2 o'clock. Is it? Are you in on Tuesday? Who's doing the camera on buttercream flowers?
Yeah,
Not you.
We haven't discussed it yet.
Oh, right. Okay, well, whoever's doing it then, we'll do the buttercream flowers class because it's filler flowers starting again. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Right, anyhow, it's 10:30, so we need to go, don't we? So was that on time? Did we start at 8:30 tonight? We haven't.
Yeah, we did. So you know what? I'm impressed.
I am. And if you suddenly see Flower Pro disappear off the site tomorrow, you know why I've been kicked off. But I don't think we will. I think they'll appreciate
it's
it.
a fabulous live. You've done really well, and they can't wait to get their mould. So Nicholas will be happy because you've sold a lot of moulds.
Right, well, good. That's what we want, isn't it? And then the good thing is, I'll make sure I get them out to you pretty quick as well. So Tuesday, 1 o'clock, we'll come back and finish this off. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right then. Thanks for joining me. It's been great fun. You know what I'm like. It's remember, it's always hashtag the Carol McFarland way or hashtag Carol McFarland way. And it's all a bit of a fun, but do that because hashtag Carol McFarland way. Whenever you're doing anything, any I've taught you. And let's just have a bit of fun. So I just want to say thanks to Simon.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah, and I'm actually really pleased and I'm being really nice to him because he's been really impressed with what I've done tonight. He's actually been amazed. Have you heard it in his voice? He went, oh,
You've been
it's all right,
sarcastic.
that. Yeah. So, and thanks, Karen.
You're welcome.
So Karen's here in the morning, 11:30. She doesn't know what she's making. We ordered some stuff from Dove's Farm to use, and it hasn't arrived as yet. So she's got to rethink what she's doing tomorrow.
I've got a couple of ideas because I've had a text message saying it's been delivered Monday, so I've had to reevaluate everything that was done.
Right. Okay. There we are. So we'll see you at 11:30 in the morning, and I'll have the website updated. All of those who want moulds, if you can private message me, that would be great, because I can then send you a message to say they're on the website. Yeah? All right then. Night night. Bye.
Bye.
Love you lots. Toodaloo.